Ah, Craig, it's just not meant to be. Alright, so we're gonna get started on the forge part. So the first bit will probably take 5 minutes, maximum 10. Just gonna re-explain some of the things in forge which may have gone unnoticed. I'll keep my phone in the background, but you won't need to see that. You will need to see this though. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we're gonna go through the forging of craft essence. Okay, hopefully you guys can see my mouse pointer when I do that. You guys can see that, right? Can see, can't see, yes, no. Okay, great. So for maybe some of you guys have only joined me now because that's the time which I advertised, which is 11. Welcome to the stream. We're just here we're gonna look through the forging of craft essence and basically all the forge stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna explain all the theory part first before we start to go into the forging and forge the crap out of all these cores I've collected. Okay, I've collected about 200 cores purely for this purpose. So the first thing is, if you look at the slide here, the main thing is, okay, there's your forge, you find it there, and we're going to look at how to craft the essences this time round, because controlling the, the essence is what you can control, the result. The forge core, the core you can't control at all, it's purely dependent on what you're putting into it. The only way you can guarantee a core result is by putting in 3 stars. So if you put 3 of the 3-star essences or cores, you will then be able to guarantee yourself a 3-star core. But before we get ahead of ourselves here, we're just going to do this one step at a time, okay? So if you guys have your tile savers open, you can click through the menus while I'm talking, that's fine. So of course your forge is activated, found here. Okay, we're going to look at forging craft essence. So here you have 3 options. So these essences are where you get to fit these into these different nodes on the core. Okay, now some of you may have noticed sometimes the order that they're found in is reversed or jumbled around. You don't need to worry too much about that, but ultimately the fact is you can only fit one 1-star essence, one 2-star essence, and one 3-star essence in each of these. Okay, big shout out to Stevie who's here as well. Stevie is the one that made these slides, so please give him a pat on the back or I don't know, applause if you can. So thanks Stevie, yay, woo! Okay, alright, so we're gonna go on to the next page, which is when you enter into the craft essence page. As you can see, the menu here, you can see that there's 2 types of materials you can choose. Now you can either choose crafts or cores as your material type, or you can choose essences. Now if you've never done any forging, your essence box is going to be empty, so you can't choose that. But if you have done some forging, you'll have some essences lying around, so we're going to come back to that later on how to use the essences. But you can see that for forging any 1-star, 2-star essence, you can use all 3 levels. If you want to forge a 3-star essence though, you can only use level 2, which is 2-star and 3-star materials. Okay, so once again, 1-star and 2-star essences, you can use whatever materials you want. Okay, and only 3-star essences, you can only use 2-star and 3-star materials to craft. Okay, so over here you can see you can select and put in the materials that you want. Alright, so over here you can see there's different types of essences to be found. There's offensive, defensive, special, as well as conversion. Okay, in the next patch they're going to refine how we can sort these, apparently using these criteria. Okay, so how do you control the essence the skill of the essence that you forge. Now, this is something which a lot of people still aren't sure about. They think it's completely random, and actually, in the original tutorial video it was explained. However, I know it's quite a lot to digest back then, but just to reiterate, basically, if you look at these cool pictures we have here, alright, the first material will determine the essence skill. How you know which essence skill, you're gonna have to click into the core, and then you'll see over here the highest skill level, and that is offensive type. Okay, so over here now, I'm quickly going to switch out of this. Just gonna show you guys what I mean. If you select any core or craft, okay, let's choose a 3-star one, highest one. So for example, this one, yeah, sorry. So for example, this one, if you select into the highest skill, this is a special type, which means if you use this craft as your first material when forging, the result will come out as a special essence. Okay, essence of special type, not special essence. Sounds very special. Okay, so that is how you are going to control the type of essence. Okay, so the chart is pretty self-explanatory. Essence skills when using dragonic cores as materials is determined by the first core's highest level skill type. Okay, well, we'll be sharing these slides later so you guys can all have access to it and, you know, add it on top of all the tremendous amount of schoolwork that you guys have. Okay, and very important to note, if you use 3 empty cores, which means cores which have no skills and no essences embedded in them, it's going to result in a random skill type. Alright, so a random skill type just means it's going to come out anything. Now, if you use essences to forge the essence, it will obviously be determined by the first essence's skill type. So, if you guys are forging with a bunch of cores and you come out with all these random types of essences, be sure when you're putting them into the big forge blender, be sure to pick the first one carefully, because which one you pick is going to determine what the result's going to be. So if you want more offensive types of essences, don't go putting a special type or a defensive type in there, because when the result comes out, it's not going to be offensive, it's going to be the first essence that you put inside. Okay, so that should be pretty clear as well. Now, forging of craft cores, you go through the same process. You select forge craft core, and you select either you're going to use cores and crafts or you're going to use essences. Okay, same rules apply for 1-star. Oh no, there's no rules here, you can just put in whatever you want. But the most important thing to note is, only by putting in 3-star materials are you going to get a 3-star core. Which is to say, your total number of stars in there needs to add up to 9, okay? If it's 8 or 7 or 6 or less stars than that add up together, you're not guaranteeing yourself a 3-star core, which will be a pretty big waste of your resources, in my opinion. Okay, so as we see here, yep, 100% chance of obtaining 3-star cores. You need to be putting in 3-star materials, which is either going to be cores or essences. Remember, you can't mix and match them. It's either 3 essences or 3 cores all in one go. Alright. So that's pretty much the end of the tutorial part. Thanks for going through all that again. If you guys aren't sure, you can rewatch this video and try to figure out from there. Okay. But now is the good shit. Now is when we get to forge a bunch of shit together. This is the best part, right? This is what all of us have been waiting for. Okay. So let's start off by forging the... Which menu did I go into? Forge craft essence, okay. Let's start it all off by going and forging away all our 1-stars. Now remember, because 3-star essence won't let you choose 1-star cores as materials. Okay, read here, select 2 or 3... Select 2-star or 3-star materials to forge craft essence. So, you can't use any of your 1-star cores that drop in this way. So, you have to go into the forge 2-star essence. Okay, And now if we choose cores, you can see that that little precondition clause thing is gone. So we don't need to worry too much about that. We can just use whatever ones we want. Okay, so this first part is not going to be extremely exciting. Reason being, we're going to be getting a whole bunch load of really shitty cores. Really shitty essences, okay? So we can just kind of whiz through this part. Pray to the forgery gods. You know, that sounds like something from Space Marine, Warhammer 40,000. Okay, this one isn't as bad. It's a conversion type, so convert one random column. Okay, sure. And this, of course, is interesting for anyone who's gathering statistics, because I have video footage of the stuff which we are forging. Okay, confirm. Alright, zoom, 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 zoom. Okay, what do we get? Another one. Okay, we're on a roll here. We're gonna forge an army of 2-star conversion crafts. It's actually pretty good bang for buck because there's no percentage thing involved. You know, a column is a column, right? There's no 20%, 30%, 40% kind of thing. Okay, this one makes it into hearts, which is still fine, I guess. Forgecraft Essence, 2-star. Select Dragon. I wish you could just go... I wish you didn't have to click through the whole menu again. Okay, let's pick another 3. Conversion again. Now the devs, I asked the devs about this. I said, would it be completely random? And they said it would. Maybe we're just on a really good conversion streak here. But if all these turn into conversion craft, I think we are onto something here. Okay, we've got something else special. Skill cooldowns of 1, random earth -2. Okay. Now, some people have noticed that the materials you use affects the outcome, which is completely true. Other than what we've been talking about just now in terms of rarity, if you're going to look at percentage range of, say, how potent your essence is, it will depend on what you're putting in. Kidding? More conversion. Okay, let's just zoom through this. I'm not going to comment too much on the kind of crap we're getting, because it's pretty much going to be crap, isn't it? Our job is just to get rid of as many of these cores as possible, as quickly as possible. Yeah, so what I was saying is, if you're using 1-star materials like I am right now, you're probably not going to get very fantastic results if something like, you know, the team attack one comes up. But if you use 3-star essences or materials instead, you have a much better chance of rolling high percentage stuff, which means you can get those, like, you know, add 40%, add 50% to team attack kind of thing. Okay, as an example here, water attack increases by 17% for 1 round. Not bad for a level 2 for a 2-star craft. However, if you were to use 3-star materials, you could get something up to, I think, close to 30% is what we saw a guildmate craft earlier. So that is one thing to take note of. You could be gambling all these away in the hopes that you get something good, or you can be bringing them all up to 3-star level, before you start using them to craft your essences. Okay, skill cooldowns of 2 -2. Oh, the pain is sure painful. Oh no. Okay, it's obviously taking longer than I had anticipated. Yes, Nicole, you are correct. Hephaestus is indeed the forgery god, the god of the forge. For all you lore lovers out there, not Tower of Savior's lore, but normal Greek lore, Hephaestus was one but ugly guy. I mean, I'm sorry, but this is no other way to put it. He was the ugliest of them all, okay? You had Apollo, you had Zeus, you had Athena, and these were all like really beautiful gods, and people saw them and they would bow down in awe at their amazing and awesome beauty. And then you had Hephaestus. He was just so ugly that no one wanted to look at him. And so he ended up in the forge, where all he did all day was pretty much forge all the gods' weapons, you know? Apollo would be like, hey, you know, I need like a new whip or spear. Poseidon would be like, I need a spear, you know, to fish and command the oceans and shit. And then you go to Hephaestus, and Hephaestus would be, oh, okay, I'll do it for you. I'm your man. I'm your guy. So, yeah, I can't say he had it good. He was just stuck in the forge, getting all sweaty all the time, hammering away at all this shit. So there you have it. The story of Hephaestus. And if my Greek lore, if my memory of Greek lore is correct, Hephaestus ends up marrying Persephone, who, as you guys know, is Virgo. And now my memory is failing me, but there was some shit about passion fruit and Persephone and something like that, right? I don't know. I'm just rambling at this point. Okay, I'm gonna go to the forums where there's a table. Aphrodite. Sorry, Nicole. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Hey James, how's it going? We're just having a gay old good time talking about Greek lore and how ugly Hephaestus really was, and how he was just stuck in the forge the whole time because he's so butt ugly, and how all the guards would just kind of go down and abuse his skill and talent. Okay, there's a table here. It's not showing up very nicely for you guys. I guess I can try load up the Chinese version, which is a Google Doc form. Actually showing you that the percentage essences are not very accurate at this point. And I think the main reason is because people are using 1-star and 2-star materials to forge 1 and 2-star essences, whereas if you were to use 3-star essences to forge your 1 and 2-star essences, you'd be getting some pretty hardcore shit, I'm not gonna lie. Really pushing the boundaries. Okay, so I'll get rid of 3 more here. Okay, as you see here, if you guys can see me scrolling, for 1 turn team attack plus X percentage, as you can see the 2-star, which I'm highlighting there, stated to only be between 10 to 13%. Now firstly, that's not true because I just forged a 17%, so obviously it's not updated fully. Secondly, I was using 1-star materials. Now a guildmate of ours used 3-star materials and ended up with, I think it was 26% instead of just 13, so it was much higher than the normal range that you can find here. So remember, if you're gonna forge, it's 1-star. If you're gonna forge hardcore shit, make sure you use 3-star materials. Okay, I'm gonna reset this back here. Let's see if you can find there's a Google Doc form somewhere here. Persephone is with Hades indeed. Yeah, that's why I had images of Underworld. So Aphrodite. Oh, that was a curse, wasn't it? So Aphrodite was the most beautiful god, if I remember correctly now, and she was, because she was so proud about her beauty, she was they basically screwed her big time, because they're like, you think you're so hot, we're gonna give you the ugliest husband possible. So she ended up with Hephaestus as kind of, I don't know, greater cosmic irony, and just because the Greeks are a bunch of nasty people. Oh, what was that? I saw 1100% or something. So Whatever, we're probably not going to keep it around. Okay, so I'm starting to run out of 1 star, hopefully. Okay, that's page 7, 7, 7, 7. Okay, so once we're done finishing up all our 1-star essences, we're gonna start forging 1-star core, sorry. We're gonna start making 3-star essences with all the 2-star essences and 2-star cores. 5% of damage will be done. Well, you know, in a pinch, if you've got nothing else better, you know, it could save your life, make your life a lot easier. But 5% is pretty low. Alright. So, what good crafts or cores have you guys forged? Let's hear them in the comments, and you know, it's time to brag about what kind of good shit you guys have done. Wow, we have an expert on Greek mythology here. Greek mythology is the best. Those guys were real assholes. They were just like, ah, someone's having a good life, we're gonna make it shit. We're gonna make it terrible. We're just gonna do it for the pleasure of watching that person suffer. Just cause they're having such a good life and good time, right? The amount of sleeping around was epic as well. I mean, I don't know how many women Zeus slept with, but he must have been sleeping with a different woman literally every night of his life, of his immortal life. Have that much spawn all over the place. And yeah, there you have it. Good old Greek gods. So you guys have probably heard the news as well that 9th seal is being released. How many of you are sitting at the top of the 8th seal already? Why don't you guys type the number of the seal you're on? If you're still on 7th seal, type 7. If you're on 8th seal, type 8. If you're on anything lesser, you can just type I love Zeus. I don't know, for the fun of it. Okay, are we making a dent in our core stash? I feel like this is taking forever. Okay, we're halfway there. Okay, of course Charles is on 8. I hate Zeus. I'll take that as not yet completed 7th yet. Not bothered. Too cool to care, right? I'm too cool for school. Okay. Yeah, of course, Craig has finished 9 already. I knew someone was gonna say that. Recover 3,462 hit points in 1 round. Great. Gary hasn't touched 8th yet. You kidding me? Where have you been, son? Playing too much League, I see. I saw a screenshot of yours. You have what, like 300 victories? That's like your life for the last week or something, man. I mean, I haven't had much of a life farming cause, and it was painful. But I think one of the most frustrating things about League is waiting for people to play with sometimes. It's too many things to do, no time for seals. I agree. Like, forging. This is taking a long time. This is like really taking way longer than I expected. I thought it would be like, you know, we'd be done in 20 minutes, but just getting rid of the 1 stars is epic. Three-star molded pattern exquisite. Is there a race precondition on that? Hi, Carefnomacop. Thanks for dropping by. I assume you're here to witness all the epic forging that we are doing. which is not the most exciting right now, I'll be honest. What we're doing is we're just getting rid of all the 1-star cores in our inventory, or in my inventory rather. And then we shall proceed to all the 3-star essence forging. And once you have a shit ton of those, we're gonna start the core forging, which is not... which is, I don't know, it's just one of the worst things we can have at the moment. The stream crash? Stevie just said, crashed. Okay, sure. No good stuff so far because we have not yet gotten to the good stuff forging yet. We're just doing the really boring, getting all the 1-star essences out the way. 1-star materials, sorry. So we've got a whole bunch of these 2-star essences, crappy ones, in our bag. And in a while, should be about another 5 minutes hopefully. Probably less than that, probably another 5 minutes. 5 minutes is a good estimate. Another 5 minutes, we're gonna start making a shit ton of 3-star essences and then converting those into cores. As the tutorial, which I mentioned earlier, is what the best method of doing it is. Three-star colorless guard craft core. Okay, yep. 3-star guard of light exquisite. Okay. Honestly, I think the best thing to aim for right now, based off the information we have, because if you see, look at the percentage ranges, right? The percentage ranges for team attack are not as high as attribute plus or race plus. So you can see here that both attribute and race will go up to 50% boost, which is fairly significant. Whereas for team attack, it can only go up to 36. I mean, that's all that they've reported right now. It could very well be that team attack might go up to 40 plus. But based off this information, you're way better trying to forge 5 of your solid cores. Now these 5 cores are going to be mono element. They're gonna have no race precondition, which means maximum versatility. So the whole point of doing that is you're investing as much resources as possible into creating these 5 cores, which you're gonna be able to use for your 5 different elements. Now, past that, if you wanna forge some niche stuff like a HFD core and that kind of thing. Oh, we've reached that point. Okay, we have run out of 1-star materials. Okay, yep. Let's start with the 3 stars. Yeah, so I mean, unless you're going off and crafting novelty kind of cores, you're better off sticking with the monos because you only need to craft 5. Whereas if you're crafting race cores, you're gonna need to keep an awful lot of them around. And you know, I have because I came across them. And they are colorless and they only have race condition and they're good pattern, they're connection pattern, which I find quite okay to use. This is terrible. 1 delay Earth by 1 turn. Yay! So I'll show you some of the good stuff which I've kept around, which will be really long term. Okay, what the shit is this? We're gonna craft a lot of crappy delay turns by X amount. Guard recovery increases by 25% for 1 round. Nothing to write home about. Okay, so as you guys have noticed, the quality of the 3-star essences we're crafting right now isn't very good. Reason being, we're using a bunch of 2-star materials. See, guard attack increases by 24%. which I know for a fact that can be up to 50%. Sorry, I picked the wrong essence. 3-star. So it just goes to show, if you want to have good essences, you need to put in good materials, which is basically 3-star. I mean, anything less, you're gonna get very wonky and low range results. Okay, blah de blah. Not interested by conversion. Increase light monsters attack on water enemies by 47%. Oh man, that's so good. Yeah. How's about new? Okay. We've consumed all our 2-star cores. We're then gonna switch to using all our 2-star essences to forge a bunch of 3-star essences. Another crappy conversion type. Okay, Forgecraft Essence, 3-star, and now we're going to use the Essence menu. Look at these. Okay, we don't need that. In fact, I'm just gonna assume none of these are worth keeping, because I don't think you all want to watch me examine those one by one. We'll be here all night. Crap. Yeah, actually, nah, we're not gonna bother. Okay, purely for tutorial's sake, remember the first essence you choose is important because this is a special type. So let's say you want to create a offensive type essence, which apparently we cannot find. Special. Offensive. Okay, there we go. We can pick the offensive first, which means the essence that we craft now. Okay, so you can double check in the first slot. Okay, it doesn't want to let me open it. Ah, what the hell, man? Okay, let's find that. Okay, offensive. 1, 2, 3. Anyway, you saw me select the offensive one as first, so that means that this essence is going to come out as offensive type. There we go. It's offensive. If you find that offensive, get out. Oh my god, this is going to take a while. That is true as well. Well, okay, so we're gonna sort by but then you can't see the other ones, and like that you can't see which one is offensive. Okay, so you kind of have to do this. We need some creative menu juggling to get rolling on all the offensive. Bing, bing, bing. It sounds like a pinball machine with all the menu going on. Not a lot left, should say, but well, you know, I found all those cores just to do this. Okay, we're done with all the defensive types. Water attack increases by 23%. Whoop-de-doo. I'm keeping any, I'm probably keeping some conversion ones. Because those actually don't seem like such a bad deal. I mean, some of these are terrible, like one random guy minus 25%. It's not really going to do a lot. Okay, another crappy essence. Oh, running out of offensive types. Star essence. Pick your essences. Go into the menu. That's our last 2-star. Offensive type. Okay, yet another craptastic essence. No more, right? Okay, double checking. There are none indeed. Let's make. Oh, you can't do the sticky thing, sticky bookmark. Oh, wait. Increase water attack on Earth. I don't think it includes actives. It's not what the words say. Deal 89,775 non-attributive damage to all enemies for 1 round. Interesting. But, almost useless if it's not ignore defense. Okay, we're almost there, guys. We're almost done with this painful process. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother keeping any of them. Just going to go ahead and make them all into 3-star essences. And then we can start with the real forging. Okay, I'm gonna be realistic. We may not even get what we want, but the ideal scenario is to end up with... I think I'll be happy ending up with 2 out of the 5 monos. If I can end up with 3 or more with a good shape, I will be ecstatic. And I'll be over the moon and super happy. Okay, we don't have any more, alright? So, we have finally reached it. This is when it gets the good shit. Okay? We're done with essences for now. We're gonna go into core forging. That's right. Core forging. So we're gonna use essences. Okay? We're gonna use defensive type. Right? Because these are boring as shit. Oh, this is the time where you gotta pray. You gotta start praying. Okay. I don't even dare to look. This is gonna be so painful. Okay, our first attempt. It's okay. We're gonna roll with the punches. Why am I in essence menu again? We're gonna work hard for our cores, because that's what we do. We have so little attempts at this. Oh, look at that. We're running out already. That's terrible. Okay. Alright. Let's see what we get. Okay, it's not bad, but I already have one of these, and I'll be honest, I'm not a huge fan of the opal type, but hey, I'll take it, cause I badly need a win right now. Wrong menu. Essence. Okay, here's another one. This is worse than drawing diamond seals. Okay, well, nah. I have a dragon connection craft, I think. Let me double check my bag. I believe I do. Dragon? No, I don't. Don't have anything dragon. Okay. I'm not a huge fan of opal craft though, so I might end up recycling that. Okay, but it's fairly okay as a race type core with no color restriction. Holy shit. We're like almost out of these 3-star essences. Ah, come on. Okay, I think I have to lower my expectations and be happy with just one good... Okay, at least we don't have to keep that other crappy dragon one. Okay, this is good. That is not bad for race specific. Okay, let's just check that. I think I bookmarked my important essences from the other time. In fact, I've probably embedded them already, so... Come on! Come on! Oh, it's a fire one! Okay, I'll take it. Now, the crappy thing about, not the crappy, but about the Monster Strike craft is that they're the old type which let out those funky little, I don't know, those little fragments instead of the ring one. Because the ring one is really good, but the old one is like a bit shitty sometimes, so I don't know. I don't know if I should keep it. We'll need to do some recycling later. I'm gonna have to keep some 3-star essences behind because I'm gonna be... Oh my god, we only have 2 rolls left. All of that boiled down to some few rolls. Ah. Okay, come on, something good. Ah, fire human. Nope, it's not gonna do it. Okay, I'm gonna keep the remaining 3 essence behind because I want to craft a 3-star essence that is offensive type. So at least that way we can see what the upper echelons will look like. Okay, what are we gonna recycle? We're gonna recycle that guy, we're gonna recycle this guy, and we're gonna recycle that guy. So we can only pray. Pray that something good comes. Oh, that is really good. Okay, that made it up. Oh my god. That made all of that worthwhile. Okay, that is amazing. I better go and bookmark this before it gets sold or freaking lost or forged away. Where is that? Ah, there we go. That's sweet baby. Okay. Ah, we finally got something good. Okay, now I can unfavorite the other crappy water opal 4-1. This one. Let's get rid of that so we can recycle it. We're not walking away empty-handed, guys. We're gonna be okay. Oh man, I was looking really bad just now, wasn't it? Okay, recent. Let's get rid of that one, because that's craptastic. Let's get rid of that one. Because honestly, there's already a pretty good light human craft. The default one. And that's for you and ToS and company. And this guy. Okay, this is our last core reroll of the night. Come on guys, help me out here. Put it in your prediction of what I'm gonna get. Help me with your awesome predictions. Yep, that's right. 45 minutes of forging for one good craft. Well, makes you appreciate it, right? How many diamonds do I have to burn? I think I've spent about 12 diamonds so far. And a lot of sanity. Dark Reflection! Earth Demon! Okay. Yellow Elf! Well, I know who my friends are. That's all I can say. Favorited crafts. Oh no, not this. Not this error. Okay. For the record, if any of you guys are getting this error where one of your crafts was favorited, this craft was favorited previously, and now you've unfavorited it and you're trying to forge it and it won't let you, you'll need to go into a battle and clear it quickly. Since it's Earth Day, let's do a very basic Earth stage. You need to clear it, and then it will allow you to it will then allow you to forge it. Okay, so don't mind the brief intermission here. I know the drama was building up and it was escalating, and we were at the climatic point, only to be let down by a small bug. It's already been reported, and they're already investigating it, so it'll be fine. Wow, when's the last time you guys played this stage, huh? Brings back memories. When I just started. With my crappy Crystal Golem, Croc Golem team. With 2 dragons inside, because I was awesome. And a random Iden thrown in for good measure. Okay. Apologies for that brief interlude. We're gonna go back to the final core. Okay, reset. 1, 2, 3. Alright, here we go! Please, 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 please. What is up? Why do they want me to have 2 of those? Whatever. I'm over it. Okay, I got a good watercraft out of that. The minimum I can do is just be happy, right? And the fire one's not bad, let's be honest. Okay, so this offensive type. What is this? Okay. So now I'm going to use 3 3-star materials to forge a 3-star essence, which is going to end up being offensive type because the first one is offensive as well. In fact, all of them are, but the first one is the important one. Okay. So it would really end the night off well if this was a water type and it was a good roll, but we shall see. Ah, there we go! Our prayers have been answered. So let us go straight away and embed this bad boy into here. Okay, so this one we just did. So we're gonna embed it with the essence. Interestingly, the 3-star essence is sitting on the 2nd slot, which means you only need 4,500 points to trigger increase of 42%. So, select it. Yes, there's no looking back. And we are 1/3 of the way to crafting an epic watercraft, which is just amazing, isn't it? So, yep guys, that's pretty much Friday Forge Fest all done. That took a good 15 minutes, and I'll be releasing the video in 2 segments as well, so if you guys missed the tutorial part at the beginning, you can watch that. And for those of you who like to mine for statistics or watch my pain and anguish, you'll have that on video evidence as well. Yeah, the core got planets orbiting it. The other good one I made was this one, which is a Fiend type, and demon attack increases by 50%. So you can imagine this is getting really good on dual PR Jack, and dual PR Todd teams. Not so good for the Origin of Demons series, but we'll see how that goes. I might throw in some team attack boosts, which could really help it, but it won't help for Beelzebub, obviously, because all the attack goes to ML there. And yep, that's pretty much crafting in a nutshell, guys. If I were to end off saying anything, I'd reckon that it would be a good move from Mad Head, honestly, if they let us have a little bit more control over what we're trying to craft. I mean, at least let us choose the type we're after, right? Without having to go through these complicated first material choices. And, you know, maybe let us choose what element we want to go for crafting the essences. Because the percentage part is already going to be such a big swing up and down that, you know, let us have that choice of picking what we want and re-rolling a dozen times to get the percentage we want then. But in any case, you know, make sure your feedback is heard. I've already, you know, done the survey and submitted the results, and hopefully they'll do something about it, and we can have a much better time crafting. But otherwise, that's it, guys. Thanks for tuning in and putting up with all my rambling, and hope you guys had a good time watching me forge all these crafts and cores and essences. Okay, so until next time, I'll see you again. Bye.